Good morning. So, hi to new subscribers and howdy to old subscribers. Some of you have been with me from the beginning. That very first video I made, which I deleted and I don't have anymore. And then, I don't know, one video took off and I now have, 1,890 subscribers, but that's since 2018 when I made my first video. The middle of 2018. It was called Poverty and Apple Bread Pudding. And poverty set the stage for my channel. And once you're in a niche, you really can't get out of it. So today I'm going to talk about, should you start a YouTube channel? What are your expectations? What will your niche be? And you better be sure that's what you want, because you're going to be stuck in that niche. There's no way you really can change it, because it's already set the tone in the algorithms, and YouTube keeps you in that niche. That's the facts. I don't care if you change your name, you change your style. If you've got a lot of information, a lot to talk about regarding any subject or niche, then you probably would do well. I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of small YouTubers channels popping up in my feeds to watch it, and yeah, it seems that if you take off, you're going to take off really rapidly. This is what I've seen from other people's channels within my niche. Editing is really important. Prettiness is really important, from the person to the surroundings. As you can see, mine's very plain. I'm never going to get anywhere. And that's okay. I started this off to help out. Well, first, I think my husband was sick, and I did a couple of caregiver videos, and then I talked about, living in Florida on a very low income, and back in 2018, it was getting much harder to get established if you were poor. Now it's almost impossible unless you can get on enough senior apartment waiting lists. If you're a family and you're young, you can forget about Florida if you're poor. It's just going to be living hell for you. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about YouTube. But that was kind of where I was at, and I was talking about senior living and poverty living and having a sick spouse, and then he died. And so I talked about that for a while. I talked about wigs. Yeah, maybe I could go back to wigs. Maybe I could become Nikki's wig channel. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to do this anymore, okay? But we're not going to talk about me. We're going to talk about you. You have an idea and you're like, hey, maybe I could make some money with this. Maybe. I'll tell you what I've been making since 2018. I had a couple of good months when my first video took off. It was living at below 100%. What the heck was it called? Something about 100% poverty, and living in Florida on, I had $832 a month coming in at that time. It ain't a whole lot more, guys, seriously. It isn't a whole lot more. No. So, yeah. But, I mean, if you can get into the right situation, if you're a senior over 62, you can get into one of these apartments, and it isn't perfect. They're noisy because when they put these all in at the same time, there was no insulation. So the noise level's horrible, especially if you have noisy neighbors. No, noisy neighbors, yes. Not nosy neighbors. I pretty much keep away from, I keep to myself. But this is my problem. I'm unscripted, and I can't stay on target. So if you've got an idea and you think, hey, maybe I could make, you might be able to. You'll know within the first 6 months. Honestly, if you want to try this, do 6 months. If not much is happening, there's other ways to make money. And my kids are making fortune right now. They found something they knew how to do. They learned from my husband, jewelry. And Michael and relentlessly pounded the internet trying to find suppliers, and he found some he works with. They're very affordable, and now he's able to offer real deals on jewelry through social media. And there's other ways, much more expedient, much more profitable than trying a YouTube channel. Do I recommend new people give it a try? Why not? Like I said, do 6 months, even a year. And if you haven't taken off, chances are it's going to be very slow growth. And at that point, I wouldn't recommend it. No, I don't recommend YouTube. Do you know what I made this past month? $16. 1-6 for the month. Well, you can't get paid till you have $100. So do the math. It's going to be about 7 to 8 months. It's getting worse for me now. It's getting lower and lower and lower. And therefore, I'm thinking of just calling it a day. Now, I know I have a little tiny base of like 240, 230 people that will always watch one of my videos no matter what I do. But honestly, I have deleted this month more videos that I spent time talking and making because I just wasn't happy with them. I've deleted more videos than I've published. And then there's several sitting in queue. I made mistakes, like my address was on the fridge. Totally don't use your real name. I mean, for advice, don't use your real name and do not use your real location. There's crazies out there. If you do make it, you're going to have crazies everywhere. Don't use real information, guys. Let it be a mystery. I notice the things that do well these days are self-sufficiency and homesteading, anything that you know how to do that you can, guide other people how to do it. Maybe you like to edit videos, big money and lots of views, hopefully. I don't understand YouTube algorithm. I don't know how it works. People try to explain it on these videos, and I still don't understand what they're talking about. I'm not tech savvy, okay? As you can see. But I think that's long and short of it. If you can edit and you enjoy it, and you want to do really fancy little videos. I noticed another nice niche is creative people. They're showing their artwork. They're showing their little lifestyle, which is cute and cottagey, and cottage things do well, anything like that. Anything homesteady, pioneer woman in the kitchen. I mean, those things do well. Personally, I don't have the physical strength and energy anymore to cook. I just don't. Yeah, I don't have the energy for much of anything. I have health problems, so I can't really walk out in nature. I would love to do videos of Florida. I'd just love to have the Florida channel, and be able to show you different things of Florida, but I can't even get there. So I feel like my reign of terror is ending here on YouTube, and soon I'll probably be making my goodbye video. I've thought about trying, to start up wigs again because I got, credit from one of those wig companies for $55 I never used. I did returns on all of them except for one I've kept. And I thought maybe, I could do Tamu wig reviews. But I don't know. I'm just not really into it anymore. And that's okay. I'm just relaxing and being old and getting older. 66 in the month of June, the end of June, yeah. And so, I can think of other things I'd rather do than sit here and talk to myself, but I do that most of the time anyway, so it's not like extra work for me. So, yeah, if you're going to be new to YouTube and you think you want to try it, I say, people love those thumbnails. I don't get that either. They want to see things for the opening, for the you know, and they're going to click on it. You know, they also refer to some of it as clickbait. Your titles are really important. And so, you know, make it as dramatic and foolish as you possibly can, and you'll probably do really well. So, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If I were going to do it over again, I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't do it. It never paid off. I tried really hard at one point to get videos out. Every day I was getting out like 3-4 videos, and I'm still at 1,890 subscribers. And most of them who actually watch even my very worst videos are about 220, thereabouts. So as you can see, I'm not getting enough views. Eventually it's going to affect my watch time hours, and then I will be making nothing, and then they'll demonetize me. Which, you know, if you like to make videos just for the joy of making videos, that's okay too. Do it. If you got nothing else to do and you're like me, stuck in an apartment, semi-homebound, you might as well do something. You could talk about your life, your past. People talk about absolutely nothing. They get views. Once you get your subscribers and they're faithful to you. But you need, like, I don't know, you need about 50,000 subscribers to do well enough to get the advertising, to get the right ads in place, to get the right price that they want. You know, they'll ask you to, you know, represent their product. What do they call that? I can't remember. That's because I'm just not a good YouTuber, I guess. But, yeah, if I could do it over again, I don't think I would have. But, you know, that's silly too, because I've made friends. And another good reason, people like you, they email you, you've made a friend. And I have several from my channel that have become friends. And that's nice, you know. Because, you know, we live in kind of an isolated world. So that's another good reason to do it. So, you know, maybe this should have been 5 reasons to and 5 reasons not to, but they're all jumbled up because I'm not good at this. And so you'll just have to listen to the whole thing maybe. And if you don't, well, you know, it's just my opinion. If you can't really get off the ground within several months, because this is what I've personally seen from other creators who started after me, way after me, and boom, within a month, they were there, you know. And if you can't do that within 6 months, you're probably not going to be able to, you know. You could delete your channel and start over and try something else, because you don't want to stay in a niche you can't get out of. And once you're in that niche, you can't get out of it. Really, this is my own personal experience, what I've experienced. So yeah, that's it. That's my opinion. I'm actually going to publish this one. It's low enough in minutes, only 14. And I've stated my piece. That's it. Bye.